Hello and welcome to the Valley. Today I am your host, Janet Michael. If you caught yesterday's Tourism Tuesday segment, then you already know that I spent the afternoon at the Nest in Mount Jackson a few weeks ago with Shenandoah County Tourism's Carrie Kahn, along with Town Manager Olivia Hilton and Assistant Town Manager Greg Beam. We talked about how this Makers Market came together. Today, we're handing the mic to two of the actual nesters, Ryan Peters of Home Revival and Decor and Mike Cain of Poppy's Dust, to hear how a hobby turned into a storefront and about a friendship that neither of them saw coming. It's a really great story. Have a listen. We've referenced the nesters a couple of times. Ryan has been very patient. Mike is sitting here very, very patient.
I'm hearing the huffing.
Which one of you? Which one of you want to go on the hot seat first?
There was an eye roll. No one can see this in the audio.
Take it away, Ryan Peters. So, Ryan, first, tell me a little bit about who are you and why did you even want to participate in this Mount Jackson Community Business Launch Program?
I'm just a dude that likes to make things, really. I got sober about 6.5 years ago.
It's got deep fast, Ryan.
Good for you.
But we are proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and then once I got sober, I picked up the old trade of woodworking, and it's my therapeutic release, and it's just grown from there. And I really never had a retail in my realm of possibilities.
Wasn't on your bingo card?
No, not at all. Not at all. When I started Home Revival and Decor a little over a year ago, it was home improvements and woodworking, but just e-commerce. And then this kind of got a little bug put in my ear from Olivia and Greg.
We are like bugs.
Yeah.
Like a zzz.
Bugs that
Mosquitoes.
Can't get rid of, Janet.
Oh, I know. You
We see something shiny and we want it. Yeah.
But you went through the whole program. You were open-minded about learning something at each of the different steps. You fully recognized that you didn't know all of the things that you needed to know if you wanted to make this a full-on storefront brick-and-mortar business, or you wanted to continue to do this at your own pace. You really embraced all of that, and now here you are. So what's it been like since you've been in the Nest?
It's been great. Going into it, I knew that brick and mortar was not a possibility with the home improvements that I do. I just couldn't be there. The Nest was an opportunity that I knew wouldn't come along ever again, and I would be stupid not to walk through that door that was open in front of me.
When we say woodworking, what does that mean exactly for somebody who has no idea? They haven't watched the thousands of videos on Facebook that I have of all of the things that you create. Give me an overview of what kinds of things you design and develop.
I started out just doing cutting boards, charcuterie boards, and then I kind of started incorporating resin into the charcuterie boards, serving trays, coasters, and then I kind of morphed into also doing wedding bouquet preservations with the resin, so I offer that as well. Memorials, weddings, baby showers, anything of that nature. And then I'm starting to get into a more creative type of woodworking, not just your basic cutting boards, charcuterie boards. I make furniture for my home improvement side. I'll make vanities. If I'm remodeling a bathroom, I offer that service.
Let's bring in some wooden cabinets. Did you finish them yet? I feel like there's some wooden cabinets you're bringing back to life.
Oh, yes, I was watching him strip those in his latest video. I don't have the patience
If you
for that.
took that snippet out of this recording, you were watching him strip it on his video. I love that. So, Ryan, please tell us more about stripping those cabinets.
So I had a client remodeling 2 of her bathrooms, and she had a vanity that's made out of hickory. It was made in 1992,
Good year.
and it was still in good shape, and the wood was beautiful. So instead of replacing it with these press board, stuff you get from Home Depot and Lowe's now, I said, why don't we just refinish it? It takes a little elbow grease and a little bit of time, but we're actually putting the doors and everything back on tomorrow. It just saves this original vanity of the house and bringing it back to life and incorporating it.
And I think that's what makes you unique in all of this as well, is that you can create things like these wooden flower vases are a genius idea that came out of your creative brain. But then you have the cutting boards and you have coasters and you have things that people would walk through and go, oh, I like that, I'm going to buy it. But then I can also come to you and say, hey, dude, this is what I need. And I need it to be this size and this is what I want it for. You can do custom stuff as easily as you can have inventory for a retail space.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm always up for a challenge. I always feel like if you stay stagnant water, nobody ever wants to drink stagnant water. You know? got to keep moving. You got to keep up with the times, the trends. It's all about growing and not staying stuck in one place.
I will say I really love, because all 4 of our nesters truly believe in a quality, well-made piece. I think that's the theme with really all 4 of them, is that they want to bring something back to life that just needs a little zhuzh, or they want organic, vegan, vegetarian meals and body care products that are good for your skin. I mean, all 4 of them really have an appreciation for really well-made items, which I feel like that comes through so much, especially in Mike and Ryan's work.
So, Mike, with Poppy's Dust, first I have to have you explain to everyone where the name came from.
Oh, my.
Because there was a whole lot of conversation about that name as you were going through the program.
Yeah, I have a lot of grandchildren. My oldest in this area, she visits a lot. My wife asked one day, she said, "Where's Poppy? What's he doing?" She said, "He's out in the garage making dust." Because that's what he does. So that's where it came from. Poppy's Dust. Click back a few steps. I met Ryan in MJ5. I think we both surprised each other with what we do, because we do almost the same thing, but then there's this huge line of difference. So I do very little to no resin. I do absolutely no home remodeling. He's an artist in that respect. I started this hobby that got out of hand. I'm a real estate broker at heart. I've been in real estate for about 14 years. People like to give closing gifts to their client. And I also had lenders talk to me. They like to give closing gifts. Title agents, they like to give closing gifts. And I thought, you know what? I was making chop blocks, cutting boards, charcuterie boards, things like I make lamps and furniture.
Is that your lamp?
Gorgeous lamps.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get out.
oh yeah. Oh, we're about to have the ring-a-ding again. Let's just experience this for the recording, and
Set up the line.
she can't get herself in.
Boom. So I thought making boards and things, giving them to clients was a cool thing. Somewhere along the line, about 2 or 3 or 4 years ago, I decided to enhance that. So I invested in a laser system. Because what's better than having a nice blonde charcuterie board with your new house emblazed on it? So when we did the MJ5, I was thinking that I had already invested. I was already doing this. And I thought, I'll never make any money just selling. This is a hobby. I started out looking at a brick and mortar opportunity. And as I ran the numbers, and then I said, I don't want another career. I already have one.
You came in hard and fast at the beginning of that program in that I'm going to open up a shop and this is what I'm going to do. And then at the same time, there were like 8 different things that were under that umbrella of what you were going to do. Because we were all a little worried, is he ever going to pick one? And then how's that going to look?
Mike was the best at evolution, I think, too.
Yes.
Especially because he was really the numbers guy. Like, he had the strongest spreadsheet. No offense to the rest of the team. But Mike was like, these numbers aren't numbering. And I'm like, yeah.
It was painful.
Yeah.
I don't have that many hours in a day that I can do what I have to do. So what I did was I started buying some stock from a vendor, powder-coated drinkware, because that way I can fill in the blanks around the woodworking pieces, right? I've done cutting boards from small, my wife loves the little small ones, she can cut one onion on, right? I've done larger ones, I've done bigger ones, I've done in-grain cutting board. I did in-grain cutting board countertop that was 8.5 feet long by 6.5 feet wide. It was massive. It took 5 large men to pick it up and carry it out of the house. But the Nest is perfect for the first year for me, because it gives me an opportunity to really get my name out there, to get that face time with customers. We talk about moving out of the Nest. I already have a place down the street I've already rented, and it's my brokerage.
Fleeing the nest. But it'll tie perfectly with his custom items and things like that. It's gonna, it ties all in
So
together.
I'll be able to set up the client closing gift shop
Perfect.
as well as the closing shop all together. So we're looking forward to that. It wouldn't have happened without this.
Oh.
And then the great thing, we talk about collaboration. I think what's really awesome from this program, for me, I don't care about the rest of you, but for me, has been the friendships.
Yeah.
The friendships.
You would not have met these people otherwise.
Would not have met them. Probably never would have met Ryan. And even one that dropped out that I still get to speak with and see is Hannah. We developed this when we were in there together.
It is a true cohort.
It is, yeah.
It is.
Yep, and even some of the first group, the MJ5 group, get to
my
speak
running
with them,
boys.
see with them.
Yeah, the running boys. That's a goal too, to really pick back up on that alumni, because really
Yeah.
the dream world, these guys are going to be the mentors for the cohort 6
Coming in.
Yeah. So don't get carried away. Ryan's not ready for the mentorship yet. But give me a couple years.
Let me, real quick though, Mike was saying the friendships. When we were going through the classes and Mike finally decided that he was going to be a part of the nest, my initial reaction, my pride got in the way and I was like, he does the same thing I do. I was like, they don't need me. And then, thankfully, it took some time. I prayed about it, I stuck around, and now Mike and I have developed a friendship that'll probably last the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And we bounce things back and forth off of each other all the time.
In this woodworking realm, doing things, I've been doing this for probably 12 years, 13 years doing woodworking. I picked it up from my dad. But there's so much I don't know, and it's really nice. You can go look at YouTube, you can go talk to us.
God, but a human's so much better.
But when I have a question, Ryan and I bounce stuff off of each other. Yes, we have our stuff mixed in here together. I sell his stuff. He sells my stuff. It doesn't matter to me.
So Brody with the tattoo shop, you guys were perfect examples of collaborative effort down there.
Brody came to me and he came to Ryan. Ryan built cabinetry inside and did a lot of epoxy work inside. The sign hanging outside on the street, I did that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a friendship with Brody and Ryan, myself, Abby and Alex. Joyce sat out here yesterday with my wife and I. We sat out in the rocking chairs for an hour and yapped. Because
That's not hard to do with Joyce.
Yeah, because
She loves
it's
it.
real slow on Monday. Real slow.
I know.
But it's refreshing. People come in and they see that.
They feel it.
They feel
Yeah.
it. Absolutely feel it. I get to introduce everybody. When a client comes in, a customer comes in, they look around and they stop at that thrift store. And then they go to that thrift store. And then they say, oh, here's another one. And they come over here and they walk in. Did you see their face when they walk in the door? And they stop. And they don't blink or anything.
It's crazy. That's what I did.
And they just look around and they say, your first time here, isn't it? And they say, yeah, wow, this is great. And it is.
Yeah.
It is. I've had so many people tell me that. I've had so many people tell me it's a beautiful store, it's a great store. The stories, some folks from around town that knew this place when they were kids, they come in here and they sit down and tell us stories about what it was like in here back in the 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's an old hardware store, Miller's Boutique. So yeah, she's an old space, and we really did our best to preserve the shelving in here is original. We have a 30-foot counter that's low that you can shop on either side, and the goal really is ultimately to have some classes in here where you can do floral wreath decorating or painting or whatever it might be as a gathering space. But yeah, the floor is original. It's cool. This building cares about the quality as much as the people in it do.
So, Mike, if someone's listening and they want to learn more about Poppy's Dust, do you have a website? Do you have social media? Do you have any of that sort of thing?
I do. I'm on Facebook at Poppy's Dust, facebook.com/Poppy's Dust. Poppy'sDust.com, my website. It's a Shopify site. You can buy anything that I sell off my website.
Nice.
And you also can order anything custom off my website. All you gotta do is just fill out the form and send it to me, and we'll have a conversation. And I've built a lot of stuff off of pictures. The lamps behind me I built off of pictures somebody gave me. Say, can you
Those
make a
lamps
lamp
are
like this?
outstanding. That lamp is amazing.
Yeah, I think each leg is from a different 10-foot board of something or other. So you hear the story of it, it's woodwork.
Yeah. It all comes from mill sawn wood. You have to mill it down, find wood, and create,
Some dust. You just gotta create some dust.
Yeah.
making lots of dust. Making lots of dust.
And so how about you, Ryan? If somebody wants to learn more about you and what you've got going on here at the Nest, or they need their bathroom remodeled, any of the things, where should they look for you?
Same deal, website, www.homerevivalanddecor.com, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok too, or better yet, probably just to come on into the Nest.
Come in and say,
Come
hey,
into
I
the
heard
Nest.
you on the radio. Or heard you on the podcast. Either one works just fine.
I will give a slight plug too to the two nesters we're missing right now. Is Joyce Kelly's two turtle doves, who was in Woodstock for
And Joyce has done the show before.
Yes, and so she lives in Mount Jackson, so we tried for a few years to get her here, so this has been great. And then Abby and Alex have Sun Bliss, and there's meals here. We're open Thursday to Monday for now.
That was my next question. What are the hours? What is the address? And where can people find you online?
Yeah, so check out The Nest Mount Jackson on Facebook. So we try to highlight all the nesters, the friends of the nest, and then you'll be able to find them kind of independently, especially if you need the custom items or all that jazz. So Thursday to Monday, 10:30 to 6:30. The goal was to get folks after work, and we're gonna reevaluate if we find that Mondays aren't too hot, or maybe Sunday doesn't have to be till noon, or whatever it is. So we're gonna evolve as it goes. But for now, 10:30 to 6:30. Thursday to Monday, and we are at 5986 Main Street, right next to Search Thrift, and across from old Jim there at the Gift and Thrift, which I love it too. He'll call me and Greg and be like, they left a box in the rain. He's come and moved boxes, and it's just, I love that small town vibe. And also our Mount Jackson website, we have a page dedicated just to the nest that ties a little bit more into who's being highlighted and more about the Mount Jackson 5 program, especially if you were out there now thinking maybe I want to be a part of it.
Yes, what kind of timeline are you looking at for the third cohort?
Yeah, so we will confirm them in August. So if this is, if you guys are going to be hearing us in July, we will start that first Wednesday in September with 8 weeks in a row. We have about 5 or 6 interested right now.
Sweet.
I know.
I am excited.
Yep. But yeah, we've been really trying to actively see what do we feel like we're missing in town, right? Because there are still pockets that we don't quite have. Got some good things coming. You'll be right there with us along the way. So you'll be meeting the new Mount Jackson Fivers.
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to need an orange cutting board and an orange cup with my logo on it. All the orange things.
Deal.
Yes.
Awesome.
I see an orange picture of a bird over there. It feels good.
See, it's perfect. Well, that's it for me today. A huge thank you to Ryan Peters and Mike Cain for pulling back the curtain on what it's really like to build a small business inside the nest. Sobriety, sawdust, spreadsheets, and a hobby that got out of hand, plus a friendship that's turned into a real partnership. And of course, any opportunity to spend time with my Olivia Hilton, Mount Jackson's town manager, and Greg Beam, her assistant town manager, is always a bonus. So keep an ear out for a few more shows in the coming months highlighting the other businesses from this year's Mount Jackson 5 cohort. If you want to see what Ryan, Mike, Joyce, Abby, and Alex are making, I highly recommend a trip to check it out. The Nest is open Thursday through Monday, 10:30 to 6:30 at 5986 Main Street in Mount Jackson. Mount Jackson's already lining up its third cohort of nesters for this fall, so we'll keep you posted as those new faces come through the door. Until then, make plans to meet me back here tomorrow for a brand new episode of The Valley Today, just a few minutes after noon.